We are a fantastic course to listen to help enjoy the celebration. We're going to win tonight, I'm absolutely convinced of that. We're going to get this bill on the statute books. But there is an awful lot of work to do in an awful lot of other countries in the world.
In people who are for equal marriage and those who are not. And as a member of the House of Lords, I can speak for that, because the traditional people who are against it wrote letters, whereas you emailed and tweeted. And thank you for the retweets. It really does feel like a generation gap. Helena said that 60 was the magic barrier, and I'm just under that, I'm proud to say. I'm a member of the Church of England, and I was very heartened to see a letter from the Bishop of Salisbury. And if you have seen that letter, there are many members of the Church of England who feel the way that he does, but we have not had our voice heard. And I hope that one of the things that we've been able to do in Parliament, in both houses, is to start that debate. And I was pleased that the Archbishop of Canterbury said that he wanted that debate to be heard. So let's hope that we can move on from just the, isn't it brilliant though, Quakers, the progressive Jews, and the Unitarians, and others, and I probably missed somebody out, all signing up now to be able to celebrate equal marriage. I look forward to the day when my own church does so with its heart and praise. Thank you very much.
I just feel it's so important to be here today, because we hear so often people saying that they are speaking on behalf of the church and that the church does not agree with same-sex marriage. And I want to be standing here today to say that they don't speak on behalf of the church. They don't even speak on behalf of the Church of England, because as we've just heard, there are many people, many Christians within the Church of England who actually agree with same-sex marriage, who agree with the fact that God is a God of love, and love can never be wrong. And so I just wanted to get that message across. And I've been listening to some of the speeches in the House this morning and this afternoon. And so many times I was listening to bishops who were standing there, and they were saying about how much they honour our relationships, how much they realise that it's about time that our relationships were recognised in the right way. And then they go on to say, but I will be voting against it. And so my message to all the bishops in the House of Lords today is, for goodness sake, vote with the courage of your convictions. Vote from what is in your heart and not follow the party line. If you believe that our relationships should be honoured, then vote accordingly and don't just follow like sheep. Jesus was radical. Jesus went out there and he broke all the rules, and he stood up for what he believed in, and what he believed in was equality and justice and love for all people.
I'm also very proud that in our fight for equality and in our fight for equal marriage, it's people of all parties and none. And it's really important that we fight shoulder to shoulder, because this is kind of more important than politics. This is about people's lives, it's about equality, it's about respect and dignity. And I think this is a beautiful demonstration, most fantastic music, but I hope that we'll all be able to come back together to celebrate in 2 or 3 months' time. I hope you'll all be here, I hope that we'll all be here, because this is just such an important step forward today as this begins its passage to the House of Lords. But for my kids, for all of our kids, society is changing, and we together are creating the sort of equality, the society that we want for the future, and equal marriage is a hugely important part of that new society. So I hope that you'll all be wanting to get married, because I think marriage is a great thing. I was married for a long time, and I just want all of you who want to get married to be able to get married, to have fun, to celebrate, to enjoy your beautiful partnerships, enjoy your love together, and to be committed to each other, because that's what it's all about. And if marriage is good enough for straight people, it's certainly good enough for gay people. Yay! So I look forward to the celebrations in mid-July. Please invite us all to join you. Thank you very much.
89 members of the House of Lords put down to speak, which is virtually unparalleled. There are virtually only two things that get the House of Lords to speak in such volume, and that's foxes and sodomy, and I can't see any foxes. So clearly something is going on today. Baroness Helena Kennedy just passed by. She's going off to Oxford. She said she'd never seen such an attractive group of demonstrators. So give yourselves a round of applause. I told her to put it on Grindr, but okay. My name's Ed Fordham. I'm just a troublemaker who Peter Tatchell got involved, so I blame him. And I'm a Lib Dem, so I know what the Christian who was on his own feels like. For those that didn't know, this crossing here, just over to my right, is the crossing they go in order to get into the house. And so just now, as you were singing about church and love, I saw a member of the DUP or whatever. I saw him going across, tutting and shaking his head. So if nothing else, we are having an effect on members of the House of Lords, as that member of the DUP saw 500 of us here singing and chanting. If you haven't been tweeting, get on your iPhones. For those of you who have just arrived, there are no chargers here, so you don't have long.